Folks, what we got here today is a CZ 452 Super Exclusive. It's a 22 long rifle. Rimfire sports a 28-inch barrel. It's bolt action, and we've got a Bushnell AR22 Rimfire Riflescope on it. It is a 2x7x32. And it's got the BDC reticle. You sight this thing in at 50 yards, and then it has points on it at 75, 100, and 125 yards. This rifle itself is perhaps one of the most accurate rifles I've ever shot. It's really pretty too. Look at how pretty this rifle actually is. It actually came with the iron sight, and this sight, if I can get it zoomed in on it, is adjustable out to 300 yards for a 22 long rifle. It starts at 25, goes out to 300. And my eyeballs aren't that good anymore, so I switched to the scope. But by the way, the iron sights are very accurate. And this is what it's got on the muzzle end for a sight. It's quite nice. And this is the Super Exclusive. You probably can't read that right now, but it says Super Exclusive right there on the barrel. With the bolt out of that now, you can see it's but you can't really see down in there too well with this foam, but it's actually a real nice built rifle. And today we're going to take and shoot these CCI mini mags. We're going to shoot them at 50 and 100 yards using that scope, and you're going to see just how accurate this is. I've got it mounted on a bipod. It's got a sling swivel stud, if I can say this correctly, and it is a tack driver. This gun is. We bought it for my son when he was doing the hunter safety team at his school, and he used it extensively. And since he got out of that, I sort of took it over and been using it to shoot across this field out here, out to the base down there in the bottom. That's 200 yards from right here. But we're shooting to the first target is 50 yards, and the second target down there is 100. Okay. So anyway, let me get set up here, and we're going to shoot this thing. Okay, folks. I've got 10 rounds loaded in the magazine. Bolt back in the gun now. And I'm going to take 5 shots at 50 yards. Then I'm going to run this thing down to 100. And we're going to check the groups on them when I get done, so you can see what a tack driver this thing really is. That trigger is super slick. Alright, now let's go to 100.
ammo or two.
Alright folks, let's go check our results. Right here, you see our results at 50 yards. That's a 1/2 inch dot. So I got about a 1 inch spread at 50 yards using a CCI mini mags. And folks, that's really good. That's good for me. Here, however, at 100, I've got almost a 3 inch right there. But if you look right here, it's about 2. I had a flyer right here. But if you see the group isn't very tight, but that was me moving a lot. That's at the 100 yards. And yeah, I was moving. But a squirrel, yeah, it's gonna be dead at 100 yards, no problem. So yeah, the CZ 452 Super Exclusive with a Bushnell AR22. They will get her done.